All right, y'all.
Command the room.
Oh, hello. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the fourth live episode of the How'd I Get Here podcast.
For them.
Fourth, you know, if you guys have been here before, you guys know how we do.
Big quad.
It's your co-host, Mr. Brown Broken Guapo, Jake, 10 toes down, big head up. We here drinking a little bit. We lit. We don't give a fuck.
Oops.
That's the type of energy we on. Don't worry.
Yeah, y'all, I'm gonna get y'all going. I'm gonna get each and every single one of y'all going. But it's your boy Spence.
That's crazy.
King Aquarius, strategist. Wow, I'm lit. Mr. 20%. If y'all was here for that, I apologize. And Four Dog, if you know, you know. Thank y'all all for coming. Yes. Introducing the first lady of the
First
podcast.
lady,
This is the first live podcast that Ash has been up front for. She's always been a part of them, but she's up front and center, and we appreciate her.
Yeah, you know, had to help them out today in the front. So, but hey, y'all.
Hey.
Can I get an OVO? OVO. But yeah, we gonna get it started. I hope y'all enjoy the topics that we have for y'all tonight. We definitely got some surprises for y'all too. Maybe something under your chair. I don't know, but I'm gonna leave that for later.
We gonna get there. We gonna get there.
And this shit interactive, yeah. So
Yeah.
just so y'all know.
We got y'all a
Right.
mic.
So before we dive into stuff, for those that have not been here, this is interactive. It's not just gonna be us up here talking. We want y'all to come up here and be a part of the show. So if you got something to say, you got something to get off your chest, that's what that mic is for. Come talk your shit, talk your truth, talk your piece. The only thing we ask is just be respectful, right? Mm-hmm. It's about 30-some, 40-some people in this room. Just be mindful. As you can tell, I've already cursed 7 times. My dad says, I really like the podcast, but you curse too much. Dad, sorry, I don't care. But we gonna get there. We gonna get to that tonight. So if you guys, that's the only thing we say, just be mindful and respectful of everybody. And the way we start every episode is...
No. Before we even jump into that,
go ahead.
Because show of hands, and y'all can be brutally honest. How many people actually listen to the podcast?
Ooh.
Okay.
That's low. That's low.
All right.
So, my bad.
Yeah. So I feel like not enough people know how this started and why we do this. So I feel like Jacob needs to tell his story of how this all began, and then we can kick it off.
All right, so we do have all night, but I ain't gonna take all night with this story. So basically, for those that don't know, I used to be a professional soccer player. I know it doesn't look that way, but I used to be like 20 pounds lighter and a lot more fit and doing crazy shit. So I used to play soccer, and one day I was at a G-Eazy concert, and I was really lit, and I was like, yo, everybody here has a story, right? But nobody talks about those stories and what they're going through. Let me go ahead and start a podcast. And that was before COVID, before everybody was making podcasts. So we not just 3 folks with mics talking shit. We actually up here trying to talk some shit, but real shit. So the podcast started with me telling my stories, traveling, living in 4 different countries, 4 different states, how I made it from Hartford and Bloomfield to the Puerto Rico national team. And then from there, it was like, all right, cool. My story's played out. Let me tell Ash's story, Spencer's story, Bree's story, whatever. And then from there, it was like, let's, start talking about topics. So that's kind of how this evolved to us being here tonight, long story short. So in short, this means something to us. I done been through 3 videographers, Bri, for everybody that doesn't know, and does see our stuff. This is the guy that kills fucking everything, and y'all can book him. So if y'all ever need somebody, that's the guy. But I done been through 3 videographers, 3 different co-hosts until getting here. So this, we going some here with this. We appreciate y'all being here, and that's kind of the story how we got here.
I just love how you're so nonchalant that you're a professional soccer player.
Right, complex.
Like, perfect. Can my boy get a round of applause? Yeah.
Thank
you. Okay, I got y'all interacting. We grooving. All right, bet. So how we do kick off every episode, we kick it off with a question of the day. We typically start with all of us, and then if anyone is so moved and would like to come up and share this mic and platform with all of us, we would love for y'all to come up and speak your shit. But my question of the day is it more impactful to be loved or hated? Somebody moved already. Oh, yeah.
I will start with that. And I think the important word there is impactful, right? Because if you love somebody, I feel like you'll often take them for granted, right? You might take advantage of them, whatever the case is. But if you hate a motherfucker, you gonna do whatever you can to make sure you stay above them or past them. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I feel, or even in sports, right? If I hate the opposing team, we not losing. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like that impact is bigger when you dislike somebody rather than love them.
First lady.
I think for me, I think everybody just wants to be loved in some shape, form, or fashion. So I think if you are very much loved, then you might have a great impact. So I think, it could work hand in hand.
So I think you should use both of them strategically, right? So like, I think it's more impactful overall to be loved because there's just something so genuine, so nurturing, so warm about feeling loved and appreciated, and like something that you just can't replicate. But also, I think it's very strategic and very necessary to have certain people hate you. I think it gets the right type of genuine reaction out of them, because some people be fake. Like, there's a lot of fake love in this world. Like, I know y'all been in some relationships, y'all thought y'all was in love, and like, no, this nigga don't actually like me. So there's a lot of fake love in this world. I feel like if I want to get a genuine, heartfelt reaction out of somebody, like, nah, let me see what that hate looking like.
So then let me ask you something. What's the bigger motivator then, right?
I think love.
Well, I hear you, right? Because I agree with you. The one thing all humans have in common, everybody want to be loved.
Right.
That's even you, Spencer. Yes, even you. Somewhere deep down in there, you want to be loved, right? But
For some of y'all don't know me.
you good. We'll get there, right? But everybody wants to be loved. However, hate drives somebody to do whatever. Or if somebody's hating on you, I gotta prove them wrong. I'm not that person that they're hating on. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's more impactful. I feel like the important word there is impactful. You get what I'm saying? Because that'll make the bigger difference. Because I could love Ash, right? That'll mean, hey girl, right? That'll mean I'm loving her the right way. That'll mean I'm loving Ash the way Ash need to be loved. So is it really impactful? But if I hate Ash gonna feel that.
Well,
Ash gonna know.
Can you love somebody the wrong way?
Absolutely.
You can.
What that look like?
Well, if
I hear people chirping. I want y'all to know. Y'all can come up and speak your shit. But okay, keep going.
oh my bad.
No, my bad. Keep going.
Ash's love language is quality time.
It is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Hey.
I thought.
Right. Ash's love language is quality time. I spend 2 days a week with her, but I tell her I love her by buying her gifts and what's one of them other love languages?
2 days a week. That's 48 hours.
Out of 7 days? That's cool with you?
48 hours of quality time.
But her
48 hours of quality time, not a lot.
Okay, hold on.
She's shaking her head.
Hold on.
Okay. I think
48 hours of quality time, not a lot.
quality time. We're
Some
not
of y'all not even getting that.
No, but we're not looking at the quantity of the quality time. It's called quality time for a reason.
Oh, y'all talking.
It's called quality time for a reason. The
And
quality
hold
of
on.
it.
Hold on.
It's not like it's a full 48 hours. We're talking about
So like
4
Monday,
hours. I spent 2 hours with Ash Monday and
Okay.
2 hours with her Thursday.
Okay.
That's the quality time I gave Ash. Ash now turns around and says, babe, I want to see you more, right? Ash, I just spent 2 days with you. What you mean? Is she not wrong to feel like I'm not giving her enough quality time if that's her number one love language?
I can't answer that, Ash.
Well, yeah, for me, the quality time is those hours spent. So, like, yes, you spent 2 hours with me, but like, if you was on your phone when we was like hanging out or whatever, or you was preoccupied doing something else, then like the dedication to that time of us spending together wasn't really of quality. So, like, it to me, it's just like that's just
You
nothing.
was just here.
Yeah, so then it's like, yeah, I don't want that. I want quality time.
So therefore, my quality, I didn't love her right.
Right.
So to answer your question, I didn't love her right.
I think you're thinking of the quantity is
No,
equal
I
to
think
the
special
quality.
things because I was with you, that's enough.
Well, yeah, the
I'm
quantity, like
The
that
fuck?
4 hours was enough.
Like, yo, I gave
Quality
you
was-
4 hours of my time.
4 hours? How much? 4 hours? Some people make like $50 an hour. That's $20.
Why are we going to a money exchange here?
Because time is money.
Okay.
But
Does that equal to that in a relationship though?
I think so.
somebody got to come up here and talk
I'm about to say,
I get a
just say about
whispers and smiles and shit. Who,
Shorty's crossing her arms back there. She's like, I'm sick of this nigga already.
bro? How you piss? Bro, how you piss somebody off 7 minutes into the fucking episode?
Presence in the room. My bad. Shout out Spring 24. Yeah. Hey, first of all, this seat's right up front for my LBs specifically. Nah, Trey, you went to college with them. Bring that ass over here, boy.
That's crazy. Cause what you're not about to do though is shout out the bruhs, but not shout out some other ladies in the room.
Yo, you could have done that.
Yeah, but
I
you
read
should
my words.
respect.
All right.
All right,
That was
not
an
too
ugly
much.
ass swing.
But you know, big shout out to all the D9s in the room. My beautiful SG Rose, I see y'all in the room. The finer ladies, I see y'all too. And the
I'm
bruhs,
inclusive.
hey bruhs.
I'm inclusive. I'm gonna just shout everybody out. I love all y'all.
That's
Thanks
a
for
fact.
coming. This was great. Y'all too. Yeah, it was great.
Hey, Peanut Gallery.
Oh God.
Not the peanut guy.
I'm just saying, like, I know, but I'm gonna get them talking. But
So Ash, maybe we get into to your little surprise.
Yeah, because, you know, I think everybody has a lot of great thoughts to share at this beautiful mic. So
We gonna get y'all up here. Don't worry.
there are 2 sticky notes under someone's chair. So 2 people,
Got him, coach.
you got to stretch.
you got to come up and share your question. Yup, I see one was pulled. Yup, Queen with the black top, please come to the front.
Oh, girl, surprise. She said, "Can I switch my
Man,
seat?"
now somebody got
Oh, you
got.
gotta go to the
Oh,
front.
Okay, so for the first person coming up here,
Yeah.
just so y'all know, because I forgot to start off the night by telling y'all there's a lot of dope people in this room. Like, there's a lot of dope people who do a lot of dope shit. So it would behoove you to get to know the person next to you. But when you come up here, spit who you are, what you do, talk your shit, and then whatever that question is.
But before you do that, real quick, right? Because this question is gonna lead us into the topic for the night, right? So I just want to let everybody know the topic is how to protect your peace and what does that actually look like. Okay, so put that thinking cap on and
Think about protecting your peace.
we'll go from there. All right. So how to protect your peace and what does that actually look like, my lady?
Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. My name's Brittany.
Hey, Brittany.
Hi y'all. I am a school administrator
Ooh.
out in Massachusetts.
Dope,
I work
dope.
with high school students.
Y'all hire?
Yeah.
I
We
shout
are
out to the
hiring.
school
Talk to me
administrator.
later.
I got you.
Okay, cool. And I'm a long-standing English teacher, so I love literature. I love literacy and freeing our people through that form.
Love that.
So that's me. Yeah. All right. So I'm reading the question first.
Yeah.
I'm answering y'all question.
No, answer the question first.
Okay, so
Well, that's
does
what I-
having a go along to get along mentality hurt or help you in protecting your peace? That is the question. I'll read it again. Does having a go along to get along mentality hurt or help you in protecting your peace? Okay,
Right.
I gotta answer it too.
If you are so moved
You can.
Okay.
You here. You here.
Okay, I'm gonna say, piece-wise, it will probably land on the end of hurting your piece. But if you are a person who is steadfast on your goals, you have like a journey in mind, and you know that all of these like pitfalls and relationships and consequences are a route to get to that, then you won't necessarily see it in that way. So I think perspective plays a big role in this, and boundaries. I think boundaries are the key to protecting your peace, but that is different for every person.
Okay. I
I'll
like
leave
that
that
answer.
I like that.
Thanks,
Thank you, thank you.
Brittany.
Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. What y'all
So
think?
I think for me, if you go with the flow, you have to learn acceptance, right? You have to learn that some things may or may not go your way, and learn how to accept that and just rock with whatever comes your way. And that's kind of how I am.
Do you have to learn acceptance or do you have to learn compromise? Because there's a difference.
I agree.
So I say that with compromising, you are also accepting whatever that compromise is. So kind of what Brittany was saying about you have your steadfast goal of where you're going to, and along the ways there's going to be pivots, or you have to go to plan C to still get back on the road to get to plan A. So sometimes you do have to compromise to do that because it's not that straight journey that you wanted. But within that compromising, you're accepting that I had to go do this first, but yeah, I'm still keeping my mind on the goal of like, this is where I want to get to.
And in that, right, it's accepting, not really compromising where you want to go, but okay, I have to accept this and compromise it. How can I make the best of it and still get to where I want to be? Because when I hear compromise, it's like, okay, now I got to pivot and I'm no longer going that way. Or
Right, or people feel like when you compromising, like,
I'm settling.
yeah, you're settling, and no one ever wants to feel like they're settling
Exactly.
for anything.
It doesn't necessarily mean that you just on some like, all right, fuck it, I didn't make it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, no, the road's now going this way. I now got to pivot. I'm still headed towards my end destination. I'm just down a different path.
But the subject is going along to get along. So really, you're pivoting in the motion of someone else's or something else's destination or journey. Like, when do you stand steadfast and resolute? It's just like, no, I'm going that way. Y'all could go that way.
So, okay, that's a good point. But by a show of hands, have y'all ever been in a situation where you might not wanted to do something, but you had to do it to get to where you wanted to go? You get what I'm saying? Because if you always think that I'm gonna do this my way, you're gonna get nowhere.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I might, for lack of better terms, have to kiss ass or bite a bullet or suck it up just to be like, all right, bet I'm kind of hopping you over to get to where I want to be. And that, in a sense, for lack of better terms, is a compromise.
Right.
You know, you're not settling, but you know what? I got to take this.
Humbleness with pride. You gotta. You really. Yeah.
No matter how you wrap it, you can make it look pretty.
You
but
gotta play the game.
Exactly.
You gotta play the game, and you gotta
Exactly.
make the game yours.
Exactly.
That's fair. Okay.
So, Ash, was there another question?
There should be another orange sticky note.
Ooh! Wow! A previous attendee and speaker.
Wow.
Talk your shit, queen.
Hi, I'm Elisa. I'm a science teacher, high school.
Y'all hiring?
Now you're hired.
I'm asking everybody.
Hello. From the other side. Hi, my name is Elisa. I'm a teacher, high school teacher. Love the kids, they're great. So, this question is, when deciding to protect your peace, does it warrant a conversation if you distance yourself in order to protect yourself?
Say that again?
When deciding to protect your peace, when deciding to protect your peace, does it warrant a conversation if you distance yourself in order to protect your peace?
100%. Talk your shit.
Okay.
Wait,
We got a sometimes from the crowd.
Wait, 100% it warrants a conversation?
Spencer said 100%.
Who's been ghosted before? Nobody? Ghosted?
Y'all liars.
Yeah.
All this.
Oh, lying.
Okay, so
Some of y'all ain't know you got ghosted. That's the problem.
right.
Man.
That's another topic right there.
That's the next live.
Right.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off though. Hey. Hey,
Listen,
Hey, there's a lot-
I might
I got something to
distance
say. There's a
myself.
mic.
hey, everybody. Bring it in. Go ahead. Drew is
Does
crazy.
it warrant a conversation? If you did it, if you have distance,
Drew, shut up. My bad, go ahead.
does it warrant a conversation if you distance yourself to in order to protect yourself? Warrant. See, words matter because warrant is a big word there. Warrant. The thing about distance is somewhere along the way, you're going to go back to run into the issue. It might not be that person. It might be another person, another situation, another job. If I'm taking FMLA because fuck this job, what am I saying that for? Is it the atmosphere? Is it my coworkers? Is it the kids? Is it, and speaking for me because I'm a teacher, is it the location? So what's driving me? If it's one-on-one with the person, and maybe the person has nothing to do with the situation, right? So if that's the case, you still, as people, we go back out into the world. So maybe I distance myself because something happened in my family. If I don't say nothing, if the person is reaching out, that's what I'm assuming conversation, it gotta go two ways. If that person's reaching out and I'm just like, nah, it doesn't hurt to say something if people are reaching out because they care. I think you also probably owe it to yourself to have a conversation. Do it now, not later. Get it over with. And so you can really focus on what needs to be at peace, what needs to be protected.
Sounds like being an adult and have a conversation. Have a difficult dialogue.
So closure, essentially.
Ooh, is closure necessary? Is that what you're saying?
No,
Closure's not necessary.
because closure comes from yourself.
Ooh. She said closure.
How does
If you're not
closure-
trying to say
Got a hot take on closure.
It's easier to speak about it in terms of like a relationship. So if we ended, and I'm like, damn, why did
Drew,
we end?
you supposed to be my nigga, and you the main one getting people
Where he
talking.
at? Where he at? Drew, stop the shit.
Right. Nah, yeah.
It's easier to think about it in the terms of relationship. Let's see, we're talking about it a different way. Closure. If the person, we don't work out, what do I want to know? Why we didn't work out? If it's to better myself, well, you can look at yourself, look at the situation, see what you did, see what you can do. If you're able to have that conversation, cool. If not, you could figure it out. You're smart. You know yourself. You know what you did. You know what you liked. You know the red flags that you passed by. Closure. Unless you want to hear that they never loved you or something. Okay.
Damn.
I feel like
so
some
that
people need that. Like, who
you
was
need
here?
to be told.
I feel like who was here for the Mr. 20% episode?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's okay, not enough people. That's fine.
I think it matters to get the closure if you're looking in terms of like growth. Like if it's from a job. I got fired. Okay, maybe I want to know like why. Is there something in the performance, something in the paperwork? Like what was it? But also like fuck that job and then go get a different job. So again, yeah,
But that's the thing. You almost always exactly. You're always reflecting. You're almost always wondering why.
not
why
everybody.
I'm with her. She said not everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say not everybody has those moments
We're
of like, why, but
I was gonna say most people are fumbling through life if we're being honest. Like they don't really know why anything's happening. It's just happening around them.
So okay, so you just go through and just let shit happen without trying to figure out why?
And 90% of people live like that.
That's like when
I
you
guess
repeat
I'm in the
cycles.
10%.
Some
Repeat
people going
cycles.
just with the vibe.
Oh, y'all got something to say? Y'all want to come talk? Oh, big A's. Thank you. Though. We don't want to keep you up here the whole night, but we appreciate that. Thank you, Elisa. Give a hand.
Thanks, Elisa.
Round of applause for Elisa. Gentleman in the front, you got something to say?
I said gentleman in the front like he don't know.
You got to talk on the mic. I can't hear you unless you talk on the mic.
Check.
And introduce yourself. Don't do that, please.
Good evening. They call me Rama.
Hey,
I
Ron.
am a senior insurance professional and an international DJ in the ACE. Real.
That's my A's.
Back here, no.
I was just piggybacking off of kind of what was being said. Like, if you're just fumbling through life and going through it, that goes back to the original topic. Is that a way of protecting your peace?
You not facing shit. You hiding from shit at that point. Because if you just keep going through shit and not trying to deal with it, at that point you're not progressing. You're literally, the universe will make you keep putting you through the same thing until you learn that lesson and grow.
That's a bar. That's
So you get what I'm saying? So if you don't face it and try to get that closure or that why, you're gonna keep doing that. Folks that been in relationships, y'all ever realize y'all attract the same person over and over again? But never really got out of that cycle till you figured out why? Or jobs, like you gotta figure out why. And then, okay,
Yes, unless it wasn't a good fit. Some things aren't
but
good
why
fits. You
wasn't
have
it
to
a
live
good
and
fit?
learn with that.
Look intrinsically, because sometimes I could blame you, be like, oh, you did this, you did that, but why did I allow that? How did I allow that? Cool, when I get to this next relationship, I'm not gonna allow it, and now I'm no longer in this block, I'm over here. My relationship grew. But I had to figure out why before I could actually take action. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Got you.
So my thing with that is, yeah, you want to figure out why, but that doesn't mean you're not growing. You're connecting the two as if they are the same. Just because you're fumbling through something and you made it through without kind of going back and dealing with it, doesn't mean you haven't progressed to another point. You may not have dealt with it internally, but I know plenty of people that have not dealt with certain things and have continued to have the mindset, and maybe that's a generation thing or the way they was raised thing or a product of their environment thing, use that as stepping stools to continue to move on.
But they moved on from it. They didn't keep making the same mistakes.
They moved on, but then address it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so do you have to address it or do you just keep it pushing? Because I feel like men, I can't hear if you don't talk on the mic. Sorry. But I feel like men specifically, we are really good at like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm gonna keep it pushing.
I'm gonna accept it and
I'm
keep
gonna
it
accept it for what it is. I'm not gonna address it.
I hear
And
that.
It always comes to bite you in the ass. And I feel like the sooner you address it, go through whatever you need to go through, and then move on, that's just healthier for everybody in return. That's coming from me.
But I feel
y'all
like you and I are saying the same thing. To me, addressing it is figuring out that why.
Nah, but you said keep it pushing.
No,
You said keep it moving. Like if you keep moving and not addressing it, you just all right, people are fine.
what I'm saying is like how I was saying figure out the why. Addressing it is that.
Heard.
So my bad.
I appreciate you though, Rama. Thank you.
So we done dove into shit, right? We know the topic is finding your peace. Let's now define what peace actually is. And Webster's dictionary says it's a state of mutual harmony between people or groups, especially in relation. So that's what peace is. How do you guys define peace?
So, not to put you on the spot, but I feel like the first lady, every time I talk to her, you. Every time I talk to you, if you are in a space where you are not feeling a certain type of peace, you immediately address it and you're like, no, I need to get to where I need to go. So, would you like to answer this question? Because I learned a lot from you with this.
Aw, you're growing.
Slowly but surely.
Proud of you. Yeah, so I think for me, when it comes to defining your own self peace, that I think goes back into similarly we talked about, finding your why, or like doing that reflection of why something happened. And I think a lot of people don't take the time to do that self-reflection of themselves, especially when it comes to just people of color and people that look like us. We allow or accept a lot of things to happen to us, and we don't understand all the time why it happened to us or why we accepted that to happen to us. So for me, I think being honest with yourself and reflecting on what makes you happy or what makes you calm or what makes you angry, all of those things matter when it comes to figuring out your peace. So for me, I took that time during COVID. I took a time where I got to the point where I just hit rock bottom and nothing really worked out for me. I felt like all my relationships were ending the same way. My job situations were ending the same way. And for me, COVID was great because a lot of people, decided to figure out different hobbies, do different things for themselves. But I don't think a lot of people took the time to sit with themselves because they didn't want to when you were forced to during COVID. So for me, I took that time to really reflect on what makes me happy? What is my peace? What does that look like when it comes to relationships? When it looks like to friendships, even with relationships with your job. So if something's not serving you, whether it's a person, a job, or an environment, remove yourself. And sometimes that doesn't need or warrant a conversation. You just need to remove yourself because you know that that's not serving you. So you can just go. And I think we've been forced to always feel like, especially when it comes to Black women, I think we've been forced to feel like we always have to explain ourselves, and we don't need to explain shit. And I think the minute that Black women start understanding that we don't always have to be forced to, or there needs to be a need to explain why we say something, do something, the way we act, the way we dress all the time, like none of that really needs to be explained. If someone doesn't understand it, that's cool. But if you understand you, and you understand why this is not serving you, or why this is not adding to your peace, then protect your peace and remove yourself.
How is anybody supposed to follow that?
But y'all got it.
That's what we had to do to get an applause? Go ahead, Ash. I mean, for me, kind of to echo what you were saying, like, y'all know my mind is on 1,000 all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I probably sleep 4 or 5 hours a night. For me, peace is being in company and my mind being quiet.
Right.
Me being the most comfortable and vulnerable I could be in a space. You get what I'm saying? And when I'm there, that's when I know I'm at peace. And that could be on the soccer field, that could be coaching, that could be on the podcast, that could be in any places. But I think you guys know, as social as I am, I don't really like people. So when I'm uncomfortable or I'm not at peace, I kind of shut down. You know what I mean? So for me, is one of those things of peace is like complete vulnerability, complete peace, complete just like I'm a quiet mind and I can just be whatever that looks like.
I'm not gonna speak on this topic because
You not at peace?
a nigga is never at peace. I ain't gonna hold you.
Why?
I be going and going and going, and then I take a nap, and then I be going and go. Like my
He
peace.
said bus, club.
So what's your energy like then? Because is there a difference between protecting your peace and protecting your energy? Are they synonymous or are they separate?
So my energy, if they. So I'm glad you asked. That's a great question. So I'm glad you asked it because when it comes to my energy, if I don't know a lot. I don't know a lot. I'll be the first to say this, but
said you know what?
I don't know a lot.
Okay.
But I know what disturbs my energy, and I guess you can equate that to peace. But like I know a person who I don't resonate with. I know a situation I shouldn't be in. I just know when the energy is off in the room and it's not something that I'm either comfortable in or acclimated to. And I can acclimate to anything. Like, I don't know if y'all noticed, but like I had all y'all doing shit that none of y'all wanted to do. Like nobody wanted to stand up. Nobody wanted to stretch. But I got y'all acclimated to my energy. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to energy, I can dictate that. When it comes to my peace, it's just like, I don't always want peace. Sometimes I just want problems.
So do
You know what I'm saying?
nah. He said, I choose problems.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Crazy.
To your point, I generally have control over my energy. So when my energy is disturbed from outer things, my peace is now disturbed. And especially because at my young age of 31, I don't want to react how I want to. Now my peace is even further disturbed.
see, I know how to.
And maybe that's an emotional thing. I know you don't really have emotions, but
Nah, y'all love saying that.
Crazy.
my bad. Did I lie? That's real shit, right?
He said bullshit. No. Not only do I have I know I have emotions. I can process them fairly quickly. So like I can just like get to what I need to get to. Yeah, facts. You can see it through. But so it's not so much that, it's that when it comes to energy, I definitely dictate the energy in the room and I command it. Like,
So do you feel like you're not at peace because you can't dictate or command the peace for yourself?
I don't know if I necessarily like my peace is like my home, my bed, like a little spliff before bed. But like peace,
So do you feel that how
I
many
haven't
people
had peace of mind in a minute. I'll say that.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. How many people in the room feel like y'all at peace with yourselves or just in general?
All right, so the rest of the room with me, because there's only like, okay, it's like 5 people raising their hands.
But that's real shit though.
Yeah.
So not being at peace, but how many people feel like they can regulate and dictate the energy that they put out into this world? More hands go up, right? So when it comes to that, it's like me, I don't know if I necessarily need, my peace of mind, I think I need less than the average person. You know, like I feel like a lot of people, like there's some people who if they have a bad day, they'll have a bad week. And that bad week will turn into a bad month. Like you've said this forever since I've known you. Like there's no such thing as 2 bad days.
Right.
Like you have a bad day, you figure it out. The next day, what's the resolution, right? What's the solution that we're getting to? So I feel like that is me. But like as far as peace of mind, like my mind be going a mile a minute. Like
So you right. So here's the thing, right? You're at peace, not at peace, whatever. You got to pivot, right? To get to next stage. How do you know when to pivot or cut somebody off or change the situation?
when my energy is disturbed. Like if bro, it ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. Like and that bitch, that's not just women. It could be a nigga too. There's some bitch ass niggas out there too. Like there's really nothing. Once you do something that changes your view of your character or your integrity in my eyes, it's a dub. Like because that's who you are, and that's who you're going to be. That's how you. That's who you've been.
So people don't deserve second chances?
They do, but not from me. Or you got to deal with me because if y'all know me, it's King Petty. Like I'm getting my get back, and like you don't want me to get my get back. That's what it is. Like
He will get his lick back.
it's better that you do what you got to do. You get the fuck away from me, or I'm just gonna separate it because if like, bro, if I got to get my get back, Trey, I feel like you got some shit you want to say, bro. And that's the petty, bro. But
Yeah, no, bro, you got to come up here now.
no, I ain't gonna hold you, Deshaun. You got to come up here and talk about what you do to find your peace because this is a family man. Like
That's old dude that we was at.
yeah, we was just at your parents' house, bro. So my boy
was mad cool,
got a
bro.
beautiful family, wife,
Respectfully.
kid. But if there's one thing about this man, he's going to protect his peace and his mental health by all means necessary.
See y'all later.
So come talk about that.
That's real.
Oh, you can't talk about
In
it.
the bathroom or we?
Thank you. Yeah, you're clapping up for my boy. Clapping up for my boy because there's a lot of y'all that want to get up. Thank you. I could call him out, but so introduce who you are, talk your shit. Big high jumper.
So my name is Deshaun. Now, as he said, I'm a family man. I currently work for Otis Elevator. I'm in sales. But I mean, for me, I don't know, like peace is viewed differently for me. And I say that because, I don't know who's single in the room, who's not single in the room, but, being a family man, like, I feel like you don't have peace, like you just kind of like you got a lot of things going on. You got a lot of things moving around. Like as a family man, as a man in the household, you know, you so focused on making sure that everything is together. You know, with your family, with work. I'm in school right now, so like, I really don't have peace.
Big masters, talk your shit, kid.
I guess for me, what peace looks like is outlets of what I like to do. So I like to work out. So that's peace for me. Like going to the gym, getting that downtime, you know, hitting the weights, like that's where I find my peace at. I mean, it may be 2 to 3 hours of peace, but those are my 2 to 3, like those are my 2 to 3 hours to myself. So I mean, you know, I think it just all comes down to how your perspective on peace and what you view it as. Kind of to your point, I think when it comes to protecting your peace, it boils down to what disturbs your energy. Like what disturbs what you got going on. Like, you know, if somebody is taking you out of your character, then that's disturbing your peace at the end of the day. Like, you know, and for me, outside of my family, like no one else does that. Like if I feel like I'm in a situation where someone's taking me out of my character, I remove myself because I know just my temperament. And I know where I could go from there. So I think, you know, we all just gotta, us as individuals, you gotta focus on what makes you happy and what gives you peace inside, like deep down, like, you know, and focus on that one thing. That way, no one can take that away from you. That's just what you focus on, and that's how you protect your peace, from my perspective.
No, you're not done yet. All right.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Thank you. Thank you.
So-
That's some shit right there.
You said something that you said nobody could take your peace away from you, right?
Correct.
So accountability, for some reason that word jumps out at me, right? I come here and piss you off, right? Where does accountability lie in when your peace is disrespected? Can you take accountability? Because I feel like a lot of people. Well, hold on. I didn't mean you specifically, but more in general. Like, is it easy to take accountability? I had to learn that, and even I still struggle with it now, right? And it'll take for me to piss Ash off and Ash not fuck with me for a week to be like, damn, I might have messed up. You know what I mean? So it's like, where does accountability play into the sense of, now my peace is disturbed? Because you can't always blame other people.
That's a fact. I believe in that as well. I mean, speaking from personal perspective, I mean, it depends on who you're asking. If you ask about my wife, I would take accountability for shit. But ask my LPs, they'll probably tell you the same thing. But for me, like my perspective, I feel like I do take accountability in certain situations.
So you're delusional. My bad.
That's great.
Hey, yo.
That's crazy.
But you know, I think you make a great point when it comes to, like, I think everyone has to, I guess, internalize where they went wrong, or, you know, if they played a part in that piece being disturbed. Like, you know, that's, you can't always say, hey, you know, yeah, this person came into my life and they started doing this and that. Well, did you let that person do this and that? Like, did you give them the cord to you know, to plug into the outlet? Like, you also have to view things different, view things from that perspective as well. So I think, you know, we all, yes, your piece is yours, but you have to also realize how much, you know, leeway you might be giving someone or letting someone, you know, let someone, I guess, mess with that in a sense. I'm looking for a better word. I can't.
Or like influence.
So it sounds like, I ain't gonna hold you. You tiptoeing around the fucking question, bro. But so I think instead of accountability, you're thinking about, like, I think instead of accountability, you're talking about where do you put boundaries up to cut people off.
I mean, that all comes, okay, so that comes down to what boundaries you took. Okay. That comes down to, I mean, where do you draw the line though? That's not for anyone else to decide. That's for that person whose peace they're trying to protect decide. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't decide for you, hey, like, you know, you should have cut this boundary way back then. Like, no, like, if I didn't want you to have the core, I should never gave you the core, right?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's how I look at it.
I got a lot to say, but I know you differently, so.
Don't get smoked up here.
Ooh.
I guess we all gonna look
He
away.
said, are we done here or are we
Yeah,
done?
yeah, yeah. No, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you. Crowd up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
And in those conversations, I think something comes to mind, the idea of confrontation, right? If I disturb your peace, are you going to say something? You're going to let it rock. You know what I mean? And if you are going to say something, what does that look like?
Conflict's not always bad.
Conflict isn't
Can't
always
hear you.
bad, but
A conversation ain't always bad.
I think people are scared to have uncomfortable dialogues.
yeah, because
Just,
they think
just
it's
because
gonna,
you comfortable don't mean they comfortable.
well, they
Not
don't
if
like
you-
conflict is going to come from that, or they don't want confrontation. Some people don't want the confrontation of having that uncomfortable conversation that may come from it.
So okay. The question is, when is it acceptable to have an uncomfortable dialogue with somebody? Always.
Yeah, conflict comes understand.
Hold on, you gotta. Sorry, like it's always time to have an uncomfortable dialogue.
If you want to grow, I think with conflict comes understanding. Conflict is inherently gets a negative connotation, but it's not always a bad thing. We think getting into a conflict with someone means we're beefing, no. Getting into a conflict means your point of view versus my point of view. We can meet at middle ground and understand where each other's coming from.
Right.
But I'm ready to have that conversation.
For sure.
You're not.
I always am.
No, I'm. That's a fact.
With the smoke.
I'm ready.
Always with the smoke.
Hypothetically speaking, I'm ready to have that conversation. You're not. I'm at you, bro. We gotta talk. Not right now, right? Am I wrong for continuing to press? Or, all right, bro, come holla at me when you're ready.
Well, that's also where you need to meet in the middle. That's a conflict in itself, right? If that person's not ready and you are, okay, so you need to be patient to say, can we revisit this topic when you are ready? Because I still want to have this inherent conflict and resolve it.
What if they say no? What if they say, you know what? I don't even need to have that. Chanel, I
someone
hear you.
You're not going to properly understand and vice versa. You may not be able to grow with that person. You may have to cut that person out of your life, whether that's relationship or friendship wise.
And from what you're saying, it's okay to cut people off.
100%.
Word.
Yeah.
You can't bring everybody on the journey you're going on.
You outgrow people.
And that doesn't mean we have beef or conflict or I don't got love for you.
I
but
love
that,
you from over here.
Correct. That doesn't mean I can talk to you every day and what I'm doing and what I'm growing with because it's not going to resonate.
Right.
Especially if we didn't have that conflict to meet a mutual understanding.
Right.
It's like when I see you, I see you.
It is what it is. It's all love.
And when I don't, I don't.
Bro.
I don't know. I just feel like, to your point, right? Conflict or confrontation has such a negative connotation.
Yeah, because I think that's based off society, though. Like, society, we all see it, like, confrontation sells, like, negativity sells. So they're always trying to pin people against each other. We see it all the time, like, the whole Drake and Kendrick beef. When it came to, Nicki Minaj coming at Meg, like we see it all the time in different avenues. And I think the problem is, though, with that, especially when it comes to our community, we allow so many different things to pin us against each other. But like you said, and like Rama said, I don't think confrontation should necessarily be a bad thing. It just means you both are seeing two different points of views. And it's okay if after dialogue, respectful dialogue at that you're able to say, okay, like we still don't agree with the same points, but we're able to respect each other's point.
Can we shed light? I agree with everything you said,
Period.
but easier said than done.
Well, yes, I think that's when the
In the heat of the
maturity-
moment,
Well, yeah, the heat of the moment, a lot of people won't always say what they truly may want to say, or they might try to get their lick back in the heat of the moment. But I think that's when Deshaun said, like, you have to know yourself and know, like, if you're going to get to that point, maybe say, I now need to remove myself from this conversation. Because I know me, like, I'm very quick to, like, if I know I'm about to say something hurtful that shouldn't be said, I'm just going to be done. I'm going to shut the fuck up and I'm going to leave, because I'm not going to sit here and try to demise you or like hurt you or belittle you if that's not the time or place to have that conversation. When I'm ready to have a respectful conversation, I'll say, hey, can we talk respectfully and set those boundaries? I
If
see a
I'm-
hand up. You got something to say, Queen?
ooh, yes.
No. Come on down. What's your name?
Hello, my name is Ariana.
What you do?
I'm a research analyst at Yale.
Yeah, you're hiring. I'm
She did her hair herself.
Yeah,
too.
but you don't want to work in my job. She said, "Was I gonna say it?" I feel like, I said that out loud. That's crazy. Anyway, I feel like for me personally, as I've grown and like figured out how to communicate with people and stuff, if I'm ready to talk to you about something because you did something to me or I'm upset, I'm gonna say it. It's up to you to then respond to that when you want to or respond to that in the moment. But I think it's better to protect your peace. It's better to get it out when you need to get it out. Otherwise, it's gonna fester and then it's gonna get worse. And then you might go off on that person in a way that you may, that's like, what's the word? It's something that it's not. You can't salvage that anymore.
Right.
So I think it's important to address it in the moment, and it's up to the other person to decide if they want to respond when they want to respond. Yes.
I have a question.
Yes, Jacob.
So when you are delivering that message, right? Are you conscientious of how you're delivering the message? Because often it's not important about what you say, it's how you said it.
You're right. And see, I got trigger fingers, so when I'm in a mood, like I'm about to type in a real strongly worded message real quick. I'm known for that, but I think you can say something and you have to think about it. I'm not saying it's like in that moment, like in the heat of the moment. I don't think you need to do that. You have to think about it, obviously. Sleep on it. Like give it like 12 hours, 24 hours.
Don't react emotionally or impulsively, is what you're saying. Like
Don't react
make
impulsively.
long-term
It can be
decisions
emotion. It can be emotionally, but it can't be impulsively. If that
I agree with that.
If you love and care about the person, don't make long-term decisions based on short-term emotions.
Like a quick example, in college there was this girl, we were best friends. 4 days before graduation, she got fucked up. Like when I say fucked up, she was peeing.
Told you about yourself?
Yes, exactly. She told me about myself, cursed me out, things that, false allegations, but it's all right, whatever. She cursed me out, said all these terrible things. I was an RA at the time, so I called public safety to get her back to her room because she was not trying to go back to her room, maybe whatever. And the next morning, I woke up, she blocked me on everything. LinkedIn. She blocked me on LinkedIn. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
She blocked me on LinkedIn.
I don't even feel about professional. That's crazy.
You know more.
Blocked me on everything, told all my friends, oh, she tried to get me arrested, this, and that. Girl, I was trying to get you to go to sleep safely instead of leaving you in Middletown at 3 a.m., whatever. But either way, we didn't speak. Again, this is May, graduation. October, out of nowhere, I get a text. I deleted her number because I don't need your number no more. You blocked me off everything. So October, I get a text
And
message
on
talking about some,
LinkedIn.
hey, no apology, no, hey, this is such and such. So when she came to me talking about, oh, this is all the issues I had with you, you had time to address that. You chose not to. You closed the door to communication at the time where we had a conflict. And now I don't want to say nothing to you. So she got cursed out and she got blocked. Go ahead.
That is fair.
But I have a question.
Yes.
I got to play devil's advocate. My bad. You and I get into an argument, right? I do some fuck shit. I'm ready to talk about it tomorrow. You not ready to talk about it till a month later. I can't disrespect your healing process or when you're ready, right? So you come to me ready to talk. I don't want to talk. I'm wrong?
Because I waited to
Because
address
you
it?
waited.
Well, that wouldn't happen with me because if you
Well,
came to me saying I'm upset, I would be like, and I understand that, but right now I want to punch you.
I'm talking general. You get what like the person might not be ready to talk when you wanted to talk. So now I'm wrong for being like, nah, the window's closed. No, who am I to judge the space that you needed to heal and have this conversation?
I didn't say you wrong for that. I'm saying, like
You over
you
it.
said, you don't make long-term decisions of whatever you said on
Short-term emotions.
Yeah, short-term emotions. Like, I feel like if you that mad that you can't even talk to me within like a week of whatever happened, like personally, I didn't do nothing to nobody that would last that long for the anger. But if you're that
And I'm not
upset,
talking about
then
that
we don't need
situation.
to. We don't
Right,
need
right,
to
right.
discuss each. We don't need to talk because why are you holding that? So like, especially for something you care about. Like, I feel like everything can be talked about to an extent, but if it's that bad, there's nothing that's to be said.
I think people are soft because my thing is like if
damn.
you really feel some type in the moment, I want that raw emotion. Like because I'm an adult, I can handle these things. Like you also
can, but not everybody can handle what they're feeling.
That's not my problem. And to that point, like
So they don't sit with it.
I don't like being around those people. Like,
That's fair for you though, but not everybody is going to be the same way. Like,
So all right. So
It's not just about
so you go to bottle up these emotions and tell.
I want to understand them. I want to understand them before I come to you and be like,
How long does it take you to understand them? This is why you think I'm not emotional, because it takes people so long to understand their emotions.
yes.
My bad. Like, but it's like, yo, how do you not know you feel some type? How do you not know your
You
energy
might
is
know you
disrupted?
feel something. You might not know what you feel.
I'm mad. Let's
Say
talk
that.
about it.
Express
Okay,
that. Express
exactly.
that.
And I think
Communicate
that's
that.
what
And
Spencer's
that's-
trying to say, though. Like,
Hey,
not
I'm mad
know
at
how
you. I don't know
feel
why.
that.
Let's talk about it in a week.
Exactly. That's
That's
literally,
fair.
that's all it says. It sounds shiny, but that's all.
If you talk to me in a week, I'm not gonna give a fuck. Like,
Okay, that's fair.
That's what
I'm
I'm saying.
saying. But you can't say that they didn't open the door for conversation. They didn't say,
Right.
hey, I need some space.
Yo, they gonna-
She wasn't ready
You
for that
hit my phone a
conversation.
week, yo. I just wanted to let you know, yo. Last Monday when you said that shit at happy hour, it really rubbed me the wrong way.
And that's you. That's
What?
Some people value that short communication. Other people
I'm
don't.
tripping?
And that's the case.
7 days is crazy.
If that's the case, you and that person don't need to be friends no more.
Right.
Let this done. It's over.
Okay. But I'm probably gonna
But
follow
not
up.
a lot of people have that emotional maturity.
They don't have the
say
emotional
that.
intelligence.
And that's the problem.
And that's, bro, you
for you,
can't.
that if they don't have that, then you're not fucking with it.
Thank you, Ariana. Thank you.
Appreciate
Clap it up,
you.
clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
You can't judge other people because they are not emotionally or mentally where
I'm
you're
not
at.
judging them.
But
I'm
you're
just
saying, all right, cool. I don't want to be around you.
I'm not judging you. I'm just saying,
Drew got something to say.
oh Lord. Big L, Drew, spit your tag. I need the DTTM men to actually come back, but
Where the vendor table at, bruh?
I have a question for you guys.
no, who are you?
Andrew.
What do you do?
90% of the people in this room don't know you.
Everybody knows that.
Every time.
Bro, what do you do?
I'm here. I'm him.
Okay, what's the
go.
question?
So, I have a question, like a personal question for the three of you guys. We were talking about protecting your peace. What is peace to the three of you? Like, what is peace specifically to you?
I told you I don't. I had that. Look,
He said, I have problems, no peace.
Is there a follow-up question?
Yes, I just want the answer.
A quiet mind.
I want
a
the
quiet
answer.
mind.
Yeah, I dropped a bar earlier.
A quiet mind for me.
Listen,
Okay. So the follow-up question. Do you feel like peace? Does it come with seasons? Like as a 31-year-old, I don't know your two ages, but like I feel like as I've grown, I feel like my peace has changed. Like as a child, I feel like peace was different as what it is right now. So like, do you feel like your peace has changed over time?
That I'm actually impressed. That was a good question. Wow.
not a diamond in the rough.
I'm 32. I'm mature. Thank you.
Good for you, bro.
Age has nothing to do with maturity.
I'm
I know some
Listen, that's
50-year-olds who are wild.
Hey, that's a whole other conversation.
I'm mature now.
Start
I'm
up.
mature now.
All right, Drew is 32 and mature now, but
You
answer the
know,
question.
you know what I think, and this is me just like spitting off the top of the dome. I think as a kid, you really don't know what peace is, right? Your
Ooh,
parents.
Hold on.
Oh.
As a kid of color, but keep going.
Oh, okay, sorry. Kid, I can't speak to a kid of not color, but so as a kid, you really don't know what peace is, right?
But you still.
No, right, but because you constantly feel happy or sad or whatever the case is, right?
Can I?
Hold on, I got you. Let me finish. Hold on.
All right.
Right?
I was like, the
because
girlies are fighting.
something makes you upset as a kid. I don't like this, right? Now that kind of sets the root of what you determine as peace as you grow up. So now,
Can I speak to that real quick before you?
Hold on, let him
before you go?
land.
go ahead.
Bro, I remember like just waking up and hearing the birds chirping. And I was like, oh, today's gonna be a great day because I hear the birds, or the smell of fresh cut grass. Like, bro, that
So,
was peace.
I can hold you though, Drew.
At 32,
But hold on.
that does not move me today.
To that point, that nostalgic feeling as a kid right now at my age makes me think, damn, I want to get back there. So I think I work harder to get my peace now than I did as a kid.
But it's a different thing.
It's not
that is-
different.
No, it's a different thing that's making me feel at peace.
Because the original question is, has your peace changed
Right,
over time?
as you've
so
grown.
I understand that.
like,
But
come on,
you said some shit where like you said as a kid you
know.
don't know peace. I feel like as a kid I had the most peace.
I was I just
Like
it was given
I didn't
to you.
appreciate the peace I had.
It was given to you.
Right.
You came home, food was on the table, right? You
Yeah.
you were picked up, you were given a ride, like everything was.
No, but peace back then was like, yo, we outside, like
You're playing video games.
Yeah, watching anime.
That's what I'm saying.
It was given to you. That was the foundation of the peace that you had.
As you've grown, your peace.
You didn't have to think about
What
it.
you consider your peace has changed as you've grown.
So to answer your question,
go ahead.
but to also combine what you're saying as well too, I
We love
think
Ash.
right, and to combine yours as
Thank
well
you.
too, because y'all all circle around the same thing. Children find peace within the simplicity of just doing what they do, and I think that is the root of where we try to get back to, finding the simplicity in anything that we do. Because kids, like, they find the simplest things enjoyable. They're happy. They're at peace. And as we get older and as we grow and we hit challenges, we hit hardships, we hit a lot more negativity
Life be
in our life.
life.
Yeah, life be life and
Right.
adulthood be adulting. Like, all of those things pose hardships to us where it makes us uncomfortable. We're not comfortable in those spaces anymore because we have to grow or being challenged. But at the same time, too, finding that peace again is finding the simplicity.
Yo, I love Ash. Ash, yeah.
Hey,
So
touch me.
thank you. Yeah, Drew, you can sit the fuck down, bro.
Bro, you didn't have to.
Yeah, you can clap. Thank you. So
Good job.
More class. Come on, what we doing?
That's you were supposed to sit. That you were supposed to sit down
be
there.
doing the most, bro. Sit down.
Oh, all right.
Thank you, Drew. Appreciate you.
Bye, guys. Bye.
So as
hold on.
go ahead, bro.
So what Ash, you know why I realized just now as Ash was talking that I don't have peace often? Because it's so hard to appreciate the moment these days as an adult. Like, as a 32-year-old adult who has her own practice, who works full-time corporate, who
Right.
part of fraternity, who like gives back to the community, like doing mad things all the time, like I forget in the moment, like this right here is actually peaceful for me. Like, I have no problem public
Facts.
speaking. There's people who I talk to, they're like, no, I'm never. Actually, there's a lot of y'all who I talk to. They're like, yo, don't call on me. I'm not coming up here. I'm here for the vibes. Whereas like me, I got no problem talking in front of folks because it's just like, to me, this is peaceful. It's astonishing to me that y'all want to come hear my voice. But like, here y'all are. So finding peace in like the little things, to me, I feel like I forget to do in the moment because I'm so focused on the future and like what I want to accomplish.
Right. I think that goes back to how, we're always talking about like that gratitude and showing that appreciating the gratitude of the day and trying to find like that one thing that you say, like, I'm grateful for, a lot of people are like, I'm grateful for waking up this morning, whatever higher power y'all believe in, the higher power like got you through the day. But yeah, I think we get so consumed in like, I gotta go to work, or like, I gotta go get my kids, I gotta go to this job, I gotta do X, Y, and Z afterwards, that we forget that a lot of the things that we're just naturally doing all the time, a lot of people don't have those same capabilities to do that or accessibility to do that. And that always reminds me, like, my mom always used to say that, when you think you have it harder, someone has it like 3 times harder than you.
Yeah.
So it's always to be good to just say, like, it's a rough day, but like, you getting through it. And to be grateful that you're still able to get through it.
So what you guys kind of just made me think of in like abstract of what we've been talking about, relationships, personal, like success, right? How much does obsessing, well, one, do you obsess over success, but how much can that disturb your peace?
Man, what?
All day, every day.
Right? Like, I'll wake up and be like, what am I about to do to be great?
But do you have to be great every day?
Hell yeah, why not? Why not?
You allowed that, like you said earlier, you allowed to have a bad day.
You are. I don't have.
I can't expect anybody to show up and be me. I'm a high energy motherfucker. You know me. I wake up at 4:50 every day.
I think a bad day is excessive. Like, I have a
Excessive?
bad hour, maybe a bad 2-3 hours.
You've never had a bad
a
day?
whole day?
Yes.
You can't figure out anything that good that happened in that day?
Maybe because it started off so bad, I can't even get out of that. You've never had a bad full 24 hours?
Hell no.
God bless you, bro. I
bad 24
I
hours?
got no shame, bro.
I think
No, there's nothing wrong with that. It's
No,
just
no,
life.
right. I will.
How many people have had a full bad day?
at least one time.
A full day, like a full 24 hours from waking up
Yes.
to like go to bed? Full 24.
And sometimes you don't even know why, bro.
That's
Oh, I
crazy.
know.
Why wouldn't you know why?
I can't control what the fuck. I'm just
But you can. No. So that's why I get triggered.
Got
So,
it.
but you literally
My bad.
can control.
That's just a hormonal imbalance.
That too.
Yo, these niggas are outside hopping. My bad. Yeah, the bruh's got no sense. To me, it's mind-boggling to have a full back. Like, there's maybe things that people piss me off, things that people have done to annoy me, maybe a situation that I couldn't control. I'm like, damn, that sucks. But to have a full bad day, like, it wasn't a bad day. It was a couple bad moments.
I think that's where your like mentality and that resilience to say like, is it just a couple of bad moments or like no, like it feels like the entire day.
I think people don't understand how to switch their perspective. Like they turn a bad moment into a bad day when really this person pissed you off, but fuck that person. Or like fuck
It's
that
not-
situation.
you're-
Yo, come up and speak your piece, King.
you not wrong, but it's easier said than done.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I hear you.
That's a yo.
If that-
If I thought that necklace could fit me, like I might have to like tussle you for it, but I'm not.
He said what? He said hold on.
Spit your tag, who you are. Speak your.
My name Don. That's who I am.
Period.
But to your point, for the most part, you're right. We do have little moments in our days. We have little moments in our days that we stretch. My bad. We have little moments in our days that we stretch for the whole 24 hours. Where somebody pissed you off at 8:30 in the morning, they cut you off in traffic or whatever the case may be, and for some reason that shit just ticked you off for the whole day. You went to work today and somebody didn't do what the fuck they were supposed to do, so now you gotta take over somebody else's job, and now you go home at 5:30 at night, and now you just pissed. But like in the reality is, it was just that one moment. Now, are there moments where you wake up in the morning and you don't feel yourself, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed? I wouldn't say that that's a bad day in and around itself. It's just you not in the headspace to deal with what's coming. It wouldn't be the full day that you had a bad day.
Thank you. Yeah, hell yeah, it makes sense. But like to his point, easier said than done.
Because I hear what you're saying, right? But oftentimes, right, those thoughts, those feelings, those emotions consume you, right?
Okay.
And I might not be able to, yo, you just pissed me off. Let me go let this shit off so I could get over it.
But why did you let it consume you?
Sometimes you might have just said something that triggered me. You might have said something that
You let someone else have that much power over you? Like that's to me that's mind-boggling.
I don't think it's always though the sense of
I'm not saying you're wrong.
power over you. I think it could be too like if you said something that triggered me and now I'm mad for the entire day, it may have not been the fact that you said it and now I'm triggered
You
for the
mad at
entire
something
day.
else.
Yeah, it could have been something like I didn't deal with properly or
Right.
like I just moved past it, but I didn't fully like reflect over it. That now that it's come back up again in the form of you saying or doing whatever, now it's like I'm mad that you said that, but now all these other feelings that I may have pushed down or not addressed, those are also coming up too.
and that's why I say trigger, because like I said, I'm not even mad at you. I'm mad at the fact that, you know, something that happened 20 years ago when I was a kid and I never addressed it, and now I'm feeling the same emotion again. Now I'm stuck in this place that I can't do nothing about it because I'm at work, I'm here, there, whatever. Now my peace is disturbed to tie it back together.
And
Like,
this-
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you.
No, you good, bro.
But wouldn't that fall back onto what you were talking about earlier as far as accountability?
that's exactly what I was about to say.
Like, at a certain point, don't you have to hold yourself accountable for your emotions?
that
and
part.
and I in that moment I didn't have the time to do that, because you're not wrong.
Absolutely.
Because I didn't address, you know what, this makes me upset, because if I do address it, next time you say that, I know now how to feel, I know how to react. But because people don't take that accountability to address it, it happens over and over and over again. Because I agree with you 100%.
Or even just accountability for themselves. I think
Exactly.
people just love to point the finger of like, nah, like
Look
that person
intrinsically.
did that, or like that person said that, so like now I'm mad.
It also like I know too, for me specifically, I have to remember to give people grace because I'm very like I could be very robotic. It's just like this is it, this is black and white. The gray area I typically only play in when it sales. Hey, my tail just pulled up. But like I don't know. Like, to me, it's just very easy to address. Like, I could be mad by something and remember something that happened to me when I was like 12. I'm like, oh, word. This motherfucker said that to me. Maybe I never addressed it, but like, this goes back to what we were talking about earlier about addressing things and actually getting past it, not just brushing it under the rug and then like, oh shit, I'm feeling this again. What is happening? Like, to me, this is be mind-boggling, but don't mind me. I appreciate. What's your name again?
Down.
Don. Appreciate you coming out. Yeah.
No problem. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, brother.
Clap it up. Clap it up. Yo, where you got that? I'm just saying, we got that necklace from. That shit hard.
Huh?
His necklace hard.
We got to get you one when our budget get bigger.
Right.
So,
I'm gonna need to.
so I mean, we've been chopping it up little over an hour now.
Yeah. So there's no one else who like got a little rumbling in their system who wanted to say something. No one got rubbed the wrong way. Anything they want to address and not deal with it.
Is there anything about disturbing your peace, protecting your peace that we did not cover that y'all want to talk about? Go ahead, bro. Do your thing.
Big tail dog just showed up.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll be obnoxious every time, I promise.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Got you. All right, cool. So, I mean, normally how we function, how we do things, we chop it up for a little over an hour, which we have been doing. We end every conversation with our 15 seconds of fame, so everybody gets 15 seconds to talk their shit, and then we kind of just end. Before we get to that point, when we do end, like I said, Elijah's got wine behind the counter if you guys want to indulge. Drink with your pinkies up. Secondly, we'll probably be here, until folks start to
Keep going.
clear out. And then we'll be going to one bar afterwards, which is like 5 minutes that way by the train station for a
It's
little.
R&B and hip hop night. Happy hour from 10 to 12 is lit. It's the
So-
old Vine and Symmetry is completely redone, grown and sexy.
So if y'all want to be outside tonight, y'all can meet us over there. But when we do wrap up, we not kicking y'all out. We really want y'all to like
Yeah, get to know the people next to you who y'all are
That part.
talking to throughout this conversation.
that part. So I guess we will start with our 15 seconds that way and work our.
Word. I think my 15 seconds of it. First of all, thank you for everyone who showed up and came out. Applaud y'all. Applaud y'all. Thank you. Woo! Thank you. It's been dope. I hope even you, Drew. I hope everyone enjoyed themselves. This is our fourth one. It's funny, Jacob wanted to do it here because he wanted it a little more intimate. Last time we had it at a different space. We had vendors, we had an open bar, but this is honestly home. This is where it started. We love Elijah and Samia. It's great vibes. It's a dope space. So we appreciate all of you coming out. Hopefully we get a little more interaction next time, but it's okay. Y'all here from Vibes, it's cool. But my 15 seconds of fame is, I think for everybody, you should step out of your comfort zone and do something that you've been wanting to do recently that is going to be for the better, but for whatever reason you're scared and you're apprehensive to get it done. I think you should just go for it 100% because you only get one life to live. And if you're not living it to the fullest, if you're not, black people crazy. If you're not living it to the fullest and you're not like doing everything you can do in a daily basis to better yourself and be put in the best position possible, what are you doing? Like, I feel like it's a waste. I feel like you are wasting all your God-given talents and on not bettering yourself. So that's my 15 seconds of fame. Thank you for coming out. First lady.
So my 15 seconds of fame, I will definitely say in just the environment that we talked about today of protecting your peace is definitely indulging into the self-love. I think for us to all find peace, we have to really embrace more self-love. So do something every day, whether it's you journal about it, you just think about it, you talk to yourself about it, but find something to add to your self-love every day and protect your peace.
Word. For me, first, Elijah, thank you for allowing us to host, to be here. What you've created here is nothing short of anything to be less than proud of. Like, you did this. You know what I mean? So we wouldn't be here without you. So thank you. Spence, Ash, Bry. When I started on this journey, I didn't know any of you guys, and now you guys are fam. So I appreciate.
Cold heart.
Oh, hey, didn't know that was possible. Appreciate y'all for believing in my bullshit and really tagging along for the ride. And most importantly, thank you guys for being here, because when I started this shit 5 years ago, if you would have told me we would be packing out coffee shops, having 50 plus people listening to us talk, I'd have laughed at you. So this is beautiful. This is dope. Thank you guys for coming. Oh, and also my boy Jordan, who's been playing music, came all the way from Buffalo. So I would say I could book him, but he's not coming from Buffalo. But
I'm also a producer / rapper, so if any niggas in here rap, you know what I mean? I'm still cheap, you feel me, for the time being, you know what I mean? So get right with me, you feel me?
Not to
That was
knock him,
self-plug.
get a job. No, I'm joking.
no, but my 15 seconds of fame is real simple. Just be you. You guys are more than enough to get to where you want to be and do what you want to do. So all that being said, this is the best fucking podcast in CT. This is a wrap with our 4th live episode, and we here to have a great fucking night. Turn up.
I love y'all. One more time.